Hi Celestial, hi Burster. Hi Commander. Now I'll do the promotion stuff. Sorry that we're late by a couple of seconds. Thank you Burster for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. Hi Freya. Hi Midnight. How we doing? I'm doing good. We're going over the hedge. Fortnite. Thanks for Freddy for a T1 for 15 months. Thank you for the continued support. Now let's hope the game works.
Maybe going inside a human's house wasn't such a good idea.
Oh, we're over the hedging with this one.
Food is what you'll get, hamster. Enough food to fill a bear cave.
You love Poplier? Epic.
Okay, everyone, pay attention.
Oh, look at the light.
You need to get through the next 3 yards. Everyone knows your roles, right? Heather and I run along the front of the house and come in.
I don't know if like the game is just like this or I set it up incorrectly. Is the sound okay for people?
You'll meet us at the house?
Just me.
It seems under the hedge. You are right.
I don't want you by yourself in a human house there.
But
Thanks, Charlotte, for the 10 Australian dollars. Thank you very
You
much.
and Stella meet us at the hole in the fence in the 3rd yard, right?
Right, 3rd yard, yep. 3 comes after 6, right?
Stella?
Help Hammy count to 3. Got it.
And Vern and I will navigate the 3 yards.
Hammy's voiced by Ben Stiller. I didn't notice.
Sticking to the shadows like creatures of the night.
Game audio is
Sneaking
quiet.
past incredible
Okay,
dangers
let's turn it up.
Sometime before the sun comes up would be good.
Right. Everyone ready?
Good luck, everyone, and be careful.
That loading screen, oh my god.
Wow, I have to say, this doesn't look so bad.
Is the audio a bit better now?
Great. Let's move out.
When did this game come out? So this is a like GameCube it's like a GameCube like PS2 game. So I think early 2000s. I think 2005 maybe. That's a good volume. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this game is like kind of horrifying but kind of beautiful at the same time. I played this game a lot when I had it. I remember the main story that I have with this game is that I thought I beat it. Then I went to a friend's house and they actually beat it and there was like more levels. So I remember going home and then marathoning the rest of the entire game.
what, breathe?
That too, but I meant stepping into the light. Looks like some kind of amphibian.
Wouldn't a turtle be less cliche?
Let's find ourselves a frog then. How hard can it be?
We gotta find a frog. You had a TV with the integrated DVD player in your rescue.
Oh, look. We
I really like the like
That
DVD. Oh no.
Who died and made you king of the picnic tables?
Poultry alert, fan out.
There's like a DVD game for Over the Hedge that I remember finding really well, it might be live. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, so my computer has frozen and crashed 6 times. Lovely audience. 6 times. I didn't even know a computer could do that. So the issue is I can't like get the webcam to do the thing. But I think Over the Hedge, it's too powerful. Unironically, if I open Over the Hedge I feel like it's just gonna freeze again. Also, a bunch of animals broke into my house and stole my webcam, it seems. Something about getting stuff for the winter or something. But yeah, I can't find the webcam. I think I saw a squirrel run away with it. So that is unfortunate. Um, so what should we do about that? Um, so if over the hedge won't work, how about I see what came second in the poll, which is apparently SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. We're gonna see if this opens. Is what I would say if I had the game installed on Steam. Okay. The third is GTA 6, also known as Totally Not The Simpsons. Do I have a desktop or a laptop? I use a desktop. Like, it's a pretty powerful computer. Watch a playthrough on YouTube and pretend you're playing. Good idea. Like, list of games from the poll, they're like backup plans, right? Well, issue is, do I have the side panel on? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. So, unfortunately, it appears Over the Hedge is not over the hedging. Is Hytale a game you own? I don't own Hytale. It's been heavily requested though. Let me try to find the thing. Is this an XP virtual machine? Oh no, we're streaming on Windows XP. That's why I can't handle Over the Hedge. So, tell you what. So that we ensure that we do in fact play a video game. Let's open up my GameCube. Now, that's my GameCube, lovely audience. So you didn't see that, basically, is what I'm saying. Okay, so Over the Hedge didn't work. So we're gonna do Simpsons. And is it actually gonna switch over or no? Please? Game? You're back. How's it going? So my computer's crashed 6 different times, so I don't even have a webcam. Okay. What's this one? Nope, not that one. Okay. So let's pretend this is Over the Hedge. And let's grab an image to place where the webcam is meant to be. There's me. Yep. There I am. I'm looking pretty stylish today. Then we'll grab this. Webcam. Broke. Lol. Okay. Yeah, we're a PNG tuber today. All right. So, we've crashed the computer like 6, 7 times at this point. Honestly, more than I could have ever expected, lovely audience. But on the bright side, we have the webcam. The bad news is the chat didn't show properly. Good thing the stream key wasn't visible, huh? That'd been pretty bad. Okay. So, Over the Hedge is clearly so powerful that it has remote access to my PC and prevented me from playing anything else. So what we learnt was that Over the Hedge is too powerful. Yeah, the chat at the bottom doesn't display. That's unfortunate, isn't it? But we're manifesting. This is gonna be a fun stream, lovely audience. I know you're wondering, Lucy, how? Well, you never know. It could still be fun. So let me show you the situation, lovely audience. The situation is crazy, lovely audience. So, I had 4 options for what we're going to stream today as a poll, as usual. Over the Hedge was the plan, and it's been memed and hyped up for about a few months. But that didn't work. It crashed my PC. SpongeBob is not installed on my Steam library. More GTA 6 or totally not The Simpsons. That also crashed the PC. And Xiaolin Showdown for the PS2 I didn't install because it didn't win the poll. So, what should we do about that? Now, I will say the Elgato is at least having signal. So theoretically, maybe, just maybe, the Nintendo Switch will work. Because that way, like, whatever's going on with the PC won't be as affected because all the computing is on the Switch. Fortnite with Curd Princess Lucy. So true. So I'm gonna turn on the Switch. Do a dancing stream. I gotta like make sure I pace out the dancing streams. Also, I'm dressed kinda well for it, but I'm not also wearing the best stuff for a dance stream. So the Switch is switching. There's always Pokemon. Do we want to see Legend ZA ranked battles? Does that work? That's something, right? Scarlet and Violet. I haven't Scarlet and Violet in years. I got my Switch games here, lovely audience. Maybe like, do you think like maybe Nintendo saw me open Dolphin and they decided to break my computer until I played a game on original hardware? Maybe that's a lesson to us all. Maybe emulation was the problem. Okay. Alright. Yeah, and then Rockstar Photos streaming GTA 6, so they broke that too. Miyamoto himself has cursed my computer. It's so possible. Okay, that's the Switch audio. Let's swap this over. And then let's edit the title of the stream if it lets me. The answer is no. It's not letting me. Pokemon Hedge version. So, thank you to everyone that's been sticking around this far into the technical difficulties. So, Over the Hedge is looking a little different, huh? Is Legends EA worth playing? I think it's worth playing. I think it's fun. I'm biased though. I kind of like this game. So, let's get to some rank battling. But by that I mean I have to find space in my box. You've got to find a hedge to climb. Yeah, I gotta go like over a hedge. I'll remove them here. Okay. Is it really like good? I can't get over how it looks. So like, I understand that people go on about the balconies or whatever. I think it looks pretty good though. Like I think like the player models especially look really good. Like this is about how I kind of want Pokemon to look, I guess. Like I like it, but it's okay if others don't feel that way. Yeah, but there's the hedge. We gotta go over it. Let's try to go over a hedge. Now, because it didn't work this time, I'll make a promise that I will do it over the hedge stream. One day. I'll be sure of it. I don't know why it's not working though. We need to figure out how to go over a hedge. I need to find something to jump off of so I can go over the hedge. You adore this janky game? Epic. Alright. We went over the hedge, lovely audience. Close enough, right? Roll credits. Let's get some text on the screen. Pokemon because over the hedge crashed my PC 7 entire times. Okay. We're doing good, we're feeling good. Don't change the font size. Okay. Right now we're rank T. Let's try to get to rank E. This is the most random stream ever. It can get randomer. I'm sure of it. Are moderators able to change the title, or did I not give permission for that? Because it's not letting me change the title. I feel bad for everyone that was excited for Over the Hedge, because people were excited for Over the Hedge. It's like, what? Someone's gonna be like, oh, I can't wait to see Over the Hedge today. And then, bam, there's just no Over the Hedge. Like, what are they gonna do about that, you know? At least for gaming. I've not given you permission. That is unfortunate. I apologize for the inconvenience. That's a Zygarde. Hello. I don't know where they went. I'm scared. Hello, welcome to this jank stream. I don't think streams can get any janker than this, honestly. But we'll make it fun. We'll make it very fun. Eh. I can't switch. That's unfortunate. You thought it crashed again. Did it crash again? Thank you, Discovery Theater, for 25 months of Twitch. Alright, thank you so much. For the subscription. It means a lot. We had snacks, but I heard some like animals like actually stole all our snacks. So that's unfortunate for us. Ah. It did not crash. Okay, that's good. Someone rage quit, or maybe their Switch crashed. You never know these days. Dang it. Is this online? You can do online matches in Legends V8. It's very fun. The YouTube stream's not on. What do you mean the YouTube stream's not on? Really? Is it on or is it not on? I don't know anymore. How's my day going? You know, other than the stream crashing every 10 seconds, I'm doing pretty good. What matters is we won. Oh, this is a mess. I'm sorry. At least we won, lovely audience. This, I've had technical difficulties on stream before, lovely audience, but this takes the cake. This is like pretty rough, actually. But yeah, since this stream is so chaotic, if you want to see anything else on a Switch, I guess let me know. Because who knows what we're doing at this point. We'll just become a pro gamer. This is your first stream. It's normally a bit more fun than this one. Usually a little more structured. Just a little bit. That Paragon's gonna feel it. Watch this. Oh. Never mind. So basically, we just gotta try to take them out and then they'll take us out. I just really want to play over the hedge too, actually. I feel excited. So I guess we'll do a couple of these and see how we feel by the end of it. Yeah, normally the jank doesn't actually cause the stream to crash. I think when streaming, you gotta like adapt to when crazy stuff happens. And you just gotta make the most of it. I just gotta adapt, you know? I feel like I'm still adjusting. And like, I'll be fine in a bit. But I'm still like, recouping, if that makes sense. I got them with a rocky helmet. How long would it take to train voice to be more girl? So I very seriously did voice training for like 2 years, but I tried on and off here and there throughout the years. But I'd say like a good year of practice is probably enough to get relatively pretty good. It's just a repetition thing. Today's thing may be jank, but at least we're being gamers. Resonance is very hard. I do agree with that. Do you use the tutorials to sound, to change voice still cis there? Yeah, very cis, I'm sorry. It happens. I'm glad people like those tutorials though. I worked really hard on them. You know, like, we're doing pretty well overall though. In Pokemon at least. So maybe like, that's how we're gonna make the comeback, you know? Ah! Get back here. Gaming. 2 in a row, let's go. You gave up drinking soda to make the voice better? Yeah, I recommend mostly just drinking water. It's better for the throat. Does that mean you have to give up vaping? It'll be easier if you don't, basically. It's not like you can't do it if you do it, but it's a lot easier if you don't. Easier said than done, I know, but I recommend avoiding stuff like that as best you can. Rank O for estrogen, so true. Can we get 3 wins in a row, lovely audience? Let's find out. You devoted much of your time to ZA. ZA is really fun. I like it. I feel like winning this one will be a little harder, just kind of by default. But you never know. Crazier things have happened in this stream. Wait. Yeah. What game is this? This is Pokemon Legends ZA. We couldn't quite do over the hedge to crash the computer. Uh-oh. You have no idea how your voice is read as female? Oh, the thing is with like voice stuff, in trans spaces, I think we have like a more strict idea of what a good trained voice sounds like, but cis people don't even know we can voice train. So like, if you're dressed vaguely feminine and sound vaguely feminine, most cis people won't bat an eye at it because they're not very observant. What are my top 3 Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon are Alolan Raichu, Primarina, Oricorio, and Mudkip. That's more than 3, but those are my favorites. I also really like Rampardo. I'm glad friends at work were filming. How many hours a week for voice training? It's more like minutes in a way. Spend like 1 to 2 minutes every couple of hours each day and you'll be fine. It's kind of like a little workout habit, really. Happy Valentine's Day. All types of love is valid, including self-love. However, Over the Hedge did not give me such love, but it's okay. Yeah. I don't remember this scene from Over the Hedge. What do you mean? This is the bit where they steal the food by winning in a Pokemon battle. Hi, how's it going? It's going pretty good. We're making the most of things. We're playing Pokemon at the moment. Now we didn't win 3 times in a row. That would have been pretty cool. But what are you gonna do? EUIC finals on tomorrow. Yeah, I hope they show Pokemon Champion stuff right at the end. That'd be cool. That's my only request. You plan to get a Wicked themed scrunchie at the end of the week? That does sound fun. I'm glad you're able to do that. I hope you get plenty of euphoric clothes soon though. Euphoric clothes are key. Luckily the animals didn't take my water bottles. That would have been rough. Australian had the best record in first phase but lost. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Australia's not really the strongest region in esports, just in general. But Pokemon were alright. It'd be very cool to see an Australian win one day. That'd be cool. So I don't think that's happened yet. Uh-oh. And yeah, I'm gonna just swap back to Close Fun so I can do first impression again. Is Australia cool? Like a hot Canada? Like in winter, Australia gets a little cooler. But I'd say compared to most places, it'd be considered quite hot. There's definitely hotter places, but they're definitely hotter. I tried some girls' clothes earlier today. That's epic. I hope you found some that felt really nice. That's a Rayquaza. That's not good for us, is it? Goodbye. You grabbed the first thing you saw and went to the cashier. Perfectly valid, honestly. Yeah, Over the Hedge is looking a bit different today. I need to get my computer checked if it persists. But is Australia cool? Sunglasses emoji? Of course it is. Australia is the coolest place you can be. Over the mod. So true. This is a good team. Thank you. It's a little off meta, but it seems to work. Sometimes using a different emulator works. Yeah, like I feel like Dolphin's like the reliable one for basic stuff, but maybe I should have gotten it on a PlayStation 1 or something. You can confirm the whole just people not being very observant thing. Yeah, it's just a general rule, I think. When did you get so cracked at this? Practice. A lot of Pokemon. I play this game a lot. Which Pokemon game is this? This is Pokemon Legends EA. How did you get the amazing gang from Over the Hedge? RJ the Raccoon, Zen the Turtle, Hammy the Squirrel, and Rayquaza the How quickly would the plot of Over the Hedge end if they had Rayquaza? Free years ago you went to a thrift store and got the ugliest blouse and some beat up leggings, but you're so happy? That's what it's all about, honestly. Happiness is way more important than the like aesthetic of the clothes. It's about how you feel in the clothes. Okay, so out of the 4 matches we have won 3 of them. So let's believe. We're gonna be pros, just you wait. So like, the secret to success is believing in Raichu. They're like, at least something's working out this game, you know? I'm scared. Uh-oh. Aren't you the lady who did the voice tutorial? Yeah, that's me. If you saw like the VR avatar and the explosions with the voice tutorials, yeah, that's me. Dang it. What in the Digimon crossover is the big guy? I'm guessing you mean Zygarde? Yeah. They look a lot like a Digimon, huh? People say you're in her little area. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think a lot of people like don't realize I'm the person in the voice tutorials. Let's go! Like I think because I look so different in the VR versus like the non-VR me, A lot of people will spend years watching the channel for one of them and not realize I'm the other. Did you come out to people before or after wearing clothes in public? I dressed up in secret a lot. It was years before I like came out. It took me ages to actually like come out. Let's go. You're planning to come out, then boom, skirt. Valid. The only reason you found the tutorial on the channel is because you're just trying to figure it out. That's valid, that's valid. Exploration's key, so just do what's comfy, try some stuff, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, that's fine. If someone's not sure they're trans or not, that's perfectly fine. It's okay if you find out you are trans, it's okay if you find out you're not. It's perfectly fine. It's about just doing what makes you happy. Oh yeah, like when Mega Revolution was first revealed, I remember everyone being like, grr, they're ripping off Digimon, grr. Yeah, seeing videos of yourself pre-transition is so important, I feel. It helps you know how far you've come, otherwise you don't notice, because like, you see yourself and hear yourself every day, right? Okay, that's 4 out of 5, let's go! I do really hope they keep this combat system, I really like it. In Gen 10, please use this combat system, I love it. If I get rid of it, I'll probably cry. Like, I'll be fine, but I'll cry, you know? I like my funny little sandcastle. You feel like it belongs in Legends? That's reasonable. If that's how it must be, then I hope like future Legends games has online battling. As long as there's a way for me to play this type of combat in the long term online, I'm happy. It doesn't have to be every game, but as long as there's a couple of them. Dang it. Yapping is fine, it happens. Manly pink shirt. Wear what makes you happy, it's fine. I don't think we're winning this one, lovely audience. That was so mean. This game any good? I like it. I'm biased though. I feel like they could slap Pikachu's face on anything and I'd probably think it's the greatest game ever. So like, I like it. But, you know, I'm a little biased. Palisand? You doing okay? They got stuck. It was dirty. It was cruel. I shouldn't have done that. You got like skinny jeans that people wouldn't really notice. Yeah, I think skinny jeans are really good for like androgynous presentation for sure. You're the same with media, easy to please. Yeah, I'm very easy to please, I think. As long as I had fun, I'm fine. I got mightiest trainer. What does that mean? With mightiest trainer. Okay, apparently that was my 100th victory. I think about skinny jeans with oversized shirts. It's a classic. It's a classic. You really want to get into Pokemon? You're planning on modding your 3DS someday. Well, I've been told from sources that apparently it's easy to do so. I've never done it though. I'm too scared. I like my 3DS and I don't want to break it. Huh. Where'd they go? Well, you know, free people's still fun. Like, in 2-ish weeks, there's like that really big Pokemon presentation that'll be really fun. I'm excited for it. There's been a lot of Pokemon announcements this year overall. I mean, I think yesterday they announced a Pokemon pinball machine. It's really cool, but I'll never get to play it. Because it's probably going to be in some scaffer's basement. We're just looking through those girls wearing miniskirts and trying to do our hardcore. I mean, like, I think like this looks like it's a weird look per se. I think it's become fairly common to do that. Calling it the Bristol looks kind of funny though. I remembered several times in high school I wore a bra under my uniform. It felt quite nice. Cause like, when you wear something like that under your stuff, no one notices. No one's that observant, and if people are like that observant of what you're wearing, you know, that's on them, not you. I don't think we're winning this one though. You never know, right? Ow. I know, like, I used to wear like those like glove sleeve things under my uniform too. Those really feel quite nice. So like those, like, you know those gloves that were fingerless and went like all the way up? I always call them like Tumblr glove sleeves just because of how I associate them. I never really used Tumblr though. I just knew people that did. Will I expand the amount of students available on Patreon? Eventually, maybe. The issue I have is that I'm one person, and I currently have 19 entire students that I like have personalized feedback for. And making sure I can keep up with the workload of all 19 students every month can be quite hard and a little stressful. So like, I try to do as many slots as I can while still maintaining a weekly YouTube schedule. And streaming, of course. It can be kind of hard. I understand demand's way higher than the supply. So it's more so I offer as many as I can. Cause if I tried to do more, I'd probably get burnt out and a bit stressed. Like, it's just one of those things. Maybe someday, maybe someday. When slots are available, I announce them on Discord when they are available. But honestly, they go so quickly that sometimes the slot will fill before I even know there's a new slot available. Is the thing. Like, it's actually kind of spooky. I'll open my emails on my phone and it will say, oh, you have a new voice student. I'm like, oh, okay. Mental health does come first, yeah. It's kind of a weird thing, right? Because, I'm not a company, I guess. Like, you know how, like, you know, there's, like, Seattle Voice Labs or, like, Trans Voice Lessons. They're, like, companies, right? Like, if you get lessons from them, they have, like, staff and, like, a website and, like, you know, the whole deal. They're the real deal, right? I'm far less established in that sense. Like, you know, it's random voice lessons on Discord, you know what I mean? It's not like a company setup. So what can be an issue with that is that, well, all students are, you know, it's personal lessons by me. And every lesson is like an hour. So 19 students means like 19 hours of the month is for like students' personalized feedback. And then I still gotta do like, you know, the weekly videos. I've gotten a lot better at managing time though, and having that work-life balance there. So, you know, it's improving a lot for me, and I'm happy with that, and as that happens, things will expand. Yeah, real companies use Zoom. Yeah, but I don't want to pay for, like, the Zoom premium or whatever that lets me have Zoom meetings longer than 30 minutes. I don't want to give Zoom my money. Yeah, Momo's popping off over there. I think Swampert is like one of like one of the best Pokemon right now in this game. Anytime I verse them, I always lose. Thanks for the answer. Yeah, of course. Keep an eye out, and hopefully you'll be able to get a slot. Who knows? You know? I'll do as many as I can. I do remember really early on I did have to debate whether I wanted to like slow down the upload schedule and have more lesson slots. That'd definitely be the more businessly sound option, but I like making videos, so it's a balancing act, like anything. Yeah, we got a bit wrecked there. I wonder if we'll be able to get to rank E. I'm glad the voice videos are great. What's good about me not being a company is like I don't really have to like hide information behind the lessons. Everything I know about certain topics are in the videos. So like you can do the full voice training journey just through the videos. It just like self-practice is just a bit harder. But you can do it with the videos. And people have. And when I see that, that makes me really happy, you know? So, doing my best to make it as accessible as possible. This will be the match, I can feel it. Hi, welcome, welcome. I believe in the sandcastle. How about an expensive VIP version where save you get a reservation in the slot? Well, the thing is, it pays monthly, right? I'd feel bad if people had to pay like multiple months without getting anything. And I'd feel pretty guilty offering that. I don't think that's right. I don't want to get hit by that. Like, I have actually gotten emails from people, like, asking if they could, like, get an extra slot, and they would offer, like, way more than the asking price, and I'd always have to turn them down because, you know, that ain't right. It's a tough balance. I am really thankful how in demand the voice tutorials even are there. Like, that's a massive privilege. Like, thanks to, like, videos and people liking the stuff I do get to make the YouTube short trans girl goes to the beach and has a nice time. I really appreciate that opportunity, you know? It makes you happy. I like what I do. Yeah, in-person lessons are really good if you can find someone that does it, because then you don't have to deal with your like living environment where you're practicing. Have a nice time videos made you smile? That's good. I intend to do more. I've debated having like the trans girl does blank and has a nice time being like main upload videos instead of a short. I don't know like how well it would do, but you know, like a full-on vlog and like that's the title. Maybe. That might be the way to do it. Cause like I'm not exaggerating, the trans girl does blank and has a nice time. Always is like the top performer whenever I do it. So it has potential, right? So I might like at some point do that. I think just it's like a really replicable format. Like I could literally have trans girl does blank and it can be literally every activity ever. That's infinite content, right? So I think making it like a main channel staple as far as like main upload I think is the best option. And then I can in addition make it a short to promote it. Did I buy the Crash Bandicoot that I showed in the short? No, I didn't, unfortunately. But I always loved the box art of Crash Bandicoot in Japan. You would watch trans girl goes too blank. That's good. That's good. We need more trans joy. I think it's like the most direct way to portray trans joy in a video. I mean, that format exists. Because I joked in a video like ages ago. I said, oh, rage bait will always be more popular. No one's gonna click on trans girl goes down the street and has a nice time. And then everyone said, no, I'd watch that. And I'm like, okay, bet. So I made the video thinking it would flop, and then it didn't. So, I guess you never know what we'll do well. Here I am being happy is pretty sad and not the usual trans content pipeline. I think trans content lately is kind of negative from a lot of people. I don't want to be a hater or anything, but whenever like I look up trans stuff on YouTube, my recommended will always just be very unpleasant. I'm not a hater, but I feel like we can have some happy videos in the mix. You know? It's about balance. Trans girl takes out the rubbish and has a nice time. I like it, I like it. The joy videos are a breath of fresh air. I'm happy to hear. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing it for the main uploads of the week rather than just being a short. Because like it just works. People seem to like it. So in order to like do that, I'll have to get over my inner fear of being a vlogger in public. Cause like, you know how like a YouTuber will run around and be like, "What's up, gamers? Today we're at the beach and we're doing this." I have to get over the fear of doing that and not be scared. Cause like I've been told that like from other people that vlog that like the first time's terrifying and your confidence is lower, but apparently it gets easier each time you do it. Yeah, like it makes sense why trans content is the way it is sometimes. Cause I always do voiceover. That is true. That is true. Yeah, like the Fairy Princess Lucy YouTube channel is very intentionally like a counterbalance to what trans content's usually like on YouTube. So like, don't view my stance as we should never look at the serious stuff, but understand that the channel's purpose is to be a break from the serious stuff, so I never talk about the serious stuff. It still exists, but I'm not the person to tell that. You know what I mean? You respect the hustle, the person that made the trader card a butt. It's actually really common that I didn't even like question it. We need the counterbalance. Like, I don't want every time I open YouTube to get, like, I dunk the transphobes on Twitter or something, right? I don't like the trans content so focused on the opinions of the oppressors, you know what I mean? I just think that's very nice. We exist very independently of that. I don't know why that volt switch did not hit for alligator, but okay. Makes sense to pick a tone to stick with it. Yeah, I think like having a tone is important because like, you know, if people like your videos, they probably like it because of a really specific thing you do. And you probably want to like stay within the identity of that. Like if I suddenly made a video about super serious politics, that'd be really strange, right? Like sure, some people would like it. The algorithm would favor it, but it wouldn't be my video. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's an escape from the serious stuff. That's just what the channel's always been. I never wanted to be viewed as like blissful ignorance, so to speak. But it is meant to be like, you know, a break. Doesn't mean you can't branch out. I think like the way in which I wish to branch out is more so like I want to still make stuff with positive, happy stuff. You know, eventually I'll run out of trans topics, eventually, right? So at that point, I'll have to do something different. Don't know what though. Lucy gets political gone wrong. No. I'll be real, lovely guys. I don't think I'd be a good political commentator. On YouTube, I feel like content creators are really good at overestimating their ability to comment on political events. I don't want to be that, you know what I mean? Yeah, cheerful corner YouTube. That's what it's all about. This person's definitely AFK. I'm not gonna hit them, I feel bad. Don't hit the AFK person. That's not fair. That's what they get. I mean, I'll defend them. We're defending them. Oh wait, they're not AFK. No! I was being nice. This isn't fair. The day Lucy goes political is the day I release the downfall of Fairy Princess Lucy. The situation is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. We won though. Makeup videos. Makeup videos are pretty fun. The only limitation is that I'm actually not that proficient at makeup compared to like makeup channels, so I'd probably run out of content pretty quick. Over the hedge runs on political statements. Dang. Yeah, there's enough political content. Other people can do that. The Fairy Princess Lucy channel intends to do stuff a very specific way. And I'll stick to it. I think it works. I try to just stay in my lane. You know, you never know how long I even get to do this, right? I don't know how long I stay relevant per se. So I might as well just enjoy it while I can, right? And just try to create some positivity as I do it. That's all I can really do, I think. Like, I know really early on, my brain was like, should I be saving topics so that I still have video ideas later? But nah, I just kind of go for the topics, and I can revisit stuff in like a couple of years if like I need to cycle around and do the same stuff again. But you tried coming in early when the stream was crashing? That was a time to be alive, that's for sure. Like, how do I put it? Watching my computer crash 7 separate times. Brutal. I'll never be the same after that. Don't burn yourself out. I won't. I've learned my lesson. I'm making like a mental note to like, you know, go on adventures more, make sure I relax, do like the work-life balance thing. That's the key to this. It's like the most blessed job imaginable, so I gotta make sure I just do it well and in a sustainable way. The channel doesn't like chase like short-term growth, it's more like long-term growth, right? That's why we don't really do trends or anything of the like. It's just not the channel style. I think it'd be weird if I chased a trend. Surprise, there is no transfer tech support website. Well, you know, you never know. Maybe someday. I'll take it. Uh-oh. Of course if I got stuck. Yeah, there are transfers working inside tech support, that is true. Am I on any Twitter alternatives like Blue Sky? I am on Blue Sky. Because Twitter is smelly. The Blue Sky username is the same as I am here, just Fairy Princess Lucy on Blue Sky. I post a lot on there. Maybe too much. It's an outlet for my shower thoughts. Yeah, there's a link there. That's the Blue Sky. We're nearly at rank E. It may have taken a while to get going, but I think this stream's had a bit of a comeback. You think you might ditch Twitter? Too much rage bait and AI slut? You know, I recommend it. When I stopped using Twitter like a year and a half ago, or more, I have been what we would call much happier. Just remember, the whole objective of rage bait is for you to, you know, be raged by the bait. So, simply not engaging with rage bait means that you have defeated rage bait, you know what I mean? Because even if you, like, hashtag owned them when they tried to rage bait, technically they won because they got your attention. So yeah, just keep that in mind. There's a balance to it. I'd say out of all the social media feed apps, I'd say Blue Sky is generally my favorite one. Does vocal surgery help? I've been thinking of making a video about vocal surgery, but the short version is not really. Even if you get voice surgery, you still have to voice train, which I think defeats the whole point of getting a vocal surgery. Also, like, almost every single person I've ever met that has gotten voice surgery has some kind of problem with their speech and just can't project, or it sounds gravelly, or it sounds like stereotypical smoker voice. So in my honest opinion, maybe don't get vocal feminization surgery. I won't tell you how to live, but generally it doesn't do anything the voice training can't, and simply being able to move some muscles around, like, via practice rather than an intensive surgery, you know. That's how I feel about it. It's like, I intend to make a full video about it because I do get asked about it sometimes, but honestly, it just doesn't do much. I feel like the way it's advertised is a bit disingenuous. Like I did like a course, like for a trans voice at a university in Australia, and during it, almost a quarter of it was about voice feminization surgery. I feel like the course framed it too much as like an inevitable step or whatever, but I disagree, trust me. You wish that worked for bottom surgery? Yeah, that'd be nice. I mean, the thing is, like, bottom surgery is like, for me that felt necessary, but every other surgery, at least for me personally, didn't feel necessary, but no one can really decide that except an individual. All I can say about voice feminization surgery is that if you get it, you might most likely have to still voice train. So if not wanting to voice train is your reason for getting it, maybe not the best option. If you have other reasons though, fair enough. I always find this game like has like the BGM here, and then you move to the left to do the random song, but they really don't want you to do the random song. Let's see how this one goes. I'll have to see how it goes. I'd say rank 8 might be off of this one. Make you do voice training before VFX. Okay, that makes sense. No, there's not really quick fixes in those things. Voice training's still possible for everybody. Just go do very sensitive, delicate area. Yeah, your friend has a lot of really essential stuff in there. You don't really want to hurt that too much. The gunk shot got stuck on the pole. Is bottom surgery something I could change my opinion about in the future? Do you mean like, as in change your opinion once you get it? Or change your opinion on whether you want to get it? Because at least deciding to get it, that could change. That just depends on your needs at the time, you know? And how, like, your relationship with transition, like, you know, develops and what helps you with dysphoria, what doesn't. But it's a very complicated thing with, like, your opinion of it after getting it. I think all we can really do is just try to make the most informed decision we can. But could be possible? I don't know. I unfortunately don't have the answer for that one. I feel like voice training will feel the most frustrating the first few times you do it. When you make it a habit, it gets easier and easier. It's just about building a habit and being kind to yourself through the process. I think social media like shows us people that have like done the whole deal, because it's very easy to not see the trial and error that everyone did to get to that point. Is struggling to figure out bum surgery is a want or a need for you? That could be hard to determine, I think. Ranky! Yeah, you might feel dysphoria down there, you might not. It just depends. I definitely recommend, like, doing other parts of transition first and just seeing what feels comfortable by then. I definitely don't recommend it, like, straight away kind of deal. So far you like the naturopaths? That's perfectly fine. If you like what you got, that's fine. My big thing is if you feel like you can avoid and be okay without surgery, probably better not to get it. Because, like, surgery is such a pain. It's great afterwards, for me at least. But dang, the process of getting it kind of sucks. I did do like a video about my experience with like bottom surgery, and I did my best to express that. Yeah, throughout the process, I was kind of losing it. I'm not used to sitting still, so having to sit still in a hospital bed for a month was rough, honestly. At times, I feel like I had more trouble with that than the actual surgery itself. What actually is bottom surgery? It's the process of changing like the lower regions. For example, like when I was born, I was given a set down there that would be associated with like masculine presentation, and I wanted to look more like what you usually expect with feminine presentation. So thus, surgery, it just basically like changes that part of the body to look like the other part of the body. Oh yeah, if you're learning skating, that's very trial and error. You kind of gotta let yourself be not great at something. Like it's for any skill ever, right? No one gets anything straight away unless you already learned to do something that's related to it, right? Like yeah, a roller skater is probably gonna do a little better at ice skating, for example, but that's because of their prior training. Generally, if it's a new thing, we all start kind of bad at things, and that's fine. We're not like a failure if we are bad the first time we do something. Honestly, it'd be weird if we were good the first time, and it'd be kind of uninteresting and unsatisfying when we do become good at stuff. So it's about like just trying new stuff, being bad at it for a bit, and then realizing suddenly you're now good at it. I remember posting a clip to Reddit of me doing a shuffle dance before I learned how to do it good. And yeah, it wasn't a good clip. But everyone that I showed that clip to gave feedback and I was able to improve from there. So like, you know, I feel like, is that 3 Kyogres? Finally caught you live. Hi, welcome, welcome. Every skater that can do loops, axles, like backward swivels and lemons, like that kind of stuff, they were falling and holding the wall at one point, you know? Thank you. You want to go ice skating and wear leggings and the cute's going to be all flowy? Who's the guy in your videos? Oh, backseater. Yeah. Yeah, they help with the videos. No! It's trying again though. Anyone who's better than you has failed more times than you have. So true. Are you missing something? Maybe. Here's the say. Honestly. Communication due to an error. That's mean, game. Ah. Let's try again. You wonder if fire hides work with skating. I think it's like they can. It's just like, you might just be a bit cold. Let's hope it works this time. I'll probably do one more match, I think. And then I'll close out stream, I think. Thanks everyone for like sticking around for the record for the most stream crashes ever. Every time I had to open my computer, I had to listen to the DreamWorks like every time I opened the computer. 7 different times I had to listen to that. I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same, lovely idiot. Oh, hi, Zygarde. Please don't hurt me. Okay, thanks. That? I don't think that move went off. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, we should have had like the Guinness World Record people watching to like make it an official record. I'm sure if we send them enough money, we can get in the book. That's the rules, right? Everyone pays to get in that. Eh. Maybe the real DreamWorks is the friends we made along the way. That guy's being real complete over there. Too many Zygardes. Yeah, now light like absolutely terrifies me every time I see it. Do my best. How do I see who's an enemy? It's basically just which one isn't your little guy. Oh. We couldn't end on a win, but that's okay. At least we got to rank E. And we stay on rank E, I guess. So that works for the thematicness. We went from rank T to rank E. You can't plan that. Now, for the sake of it, I'll go over a hedge again. Look at me. Over the hedge. Yeah. Over the hedge. Over the hedge. Hopefully, like, the, Over the hedge works in a future stream. Because it did win the reward. Fair and square. But I need to make sure it works next time I do it. Next stream will be a dance stream, but the one after that I'll try to go over the hedge. Watch this. Ready? Over the hedge. Get a load of this. I'm glad the stream was fun, and I hope people enjoyed it despite the jankness. Thank you everyone for sticking around and tuning in. I hope everyone looks forward to future streams. Sorry for the tech issues. I did my best to make it the least tech issue-y as possible. But, until next time, as always, stay hydrated and know that you are valid. I'll see you next time. If you want to see more streams just like this, whatever 2 hours ago was for you, every week we're here streaming. With hopefully less tech issues. Hi everyone!